Hi, in this video, I will show you how to set all the details about your venue in Mapwize Studio. So let's go to Mapwize Studio, and there I'm in the venue overview. So here I have the preview of my venue, and on the right, all the details about the settings of my venue. So my venue has a name, an alias, an icon. So the name needs to be unique. It's just for you to know which venue it is, and that will never be shown anywhere. The alias is for creating web links for sharing venues, and the icon is a URL to a PNG image that we can use to create the icon of your venue. Then you can set up all the supported languages and their translations. So for example, here I can name my venue tutorial in English, but I can also say that I want to enable French, for example, for my venue, and that's in French, I will call it demo. I can give it a subtitle if I want to, and then I can save, and there we'll have the translations for the venue. I can also define all the universes that will be active, but that will be a dedicated video because it's quite involved. Then I can define the boundary of my venue. The boundary is this red line that I see around. It can be anything. You just need to make sure that the boundary covers all the space that you want to use for the venue and where you put the contents, because that's what we use to actually decide when Mapwize takes over from the outdoor world and switch to go inside of your venue. And so you can use those pins here to modify the shape of your venue if you want to. You can also have the markers. That's the location where we'll put the pin when you zoom out and we actually show where the venue marker is. So by default, it will be in the center of the polygon, of the boundary that you have, but you can actually say that you want to put it to a dedicated location or just put it back at the center if you would prefer it. We can also set a default view. So that's the view that will be shown by default when you enter the venue. So there you can decide on a zoom level. You can decide on which floor is going to be the one shown by default. If you want to center on one specific point of your building, or if you want to change the rotation, for example, you can simply set it here and then save so that it's going to be used. And so if you just refresh the screen, you'll see that actually we have the exact setting that you were here, that you configured. We can also set places that will be the main from and the main search. So those are the places that will appear, for example, here A and B as a from. So here, when I click on the direction button, those are going to be the one that will appear right there. And so if I decide to actually change the order, I can just rearrange. And then when I go back and I will see that, then I see that it's going to be rearranged. And the main search is exactly the same thing. It's one that you see when you actually go into just here, that's search functionality. You can also have custom data. So that's a JSON that you can edit directly in this editor. That will not be shown anywhere, but that developers can use whenever they need to get information about specific venues. So that's it. And if you need specific ID, organization ID, or details about the venue, they can be found right here. That's all about the settings for the venue. Thanks for watching.